had a lot happening. I talked to the woman who was on the internet with all of the information that she experienced while she and her daughters lived here. Her name is Mags Baker, and she has 2 girls, Bridget and Shannon, and they're about 11 and 10 right now. And they lived here for a whole year. There are actually 3 ghosts here, not 1, but 3. And Mags has a fiance, Roger Miller, who would occasionally come and stay overnight, except for the fact that he was scared to death here. The first ghost I'm going to tell you about is the little girl. One day, Bridget and Shannon were in the kitchen, and they hear a sound coming from like behind the dishwasher, a knocking sound. So they turned and they kind of giggled, and they knocked on the dishwasher 3 times. Knock, knock, knock. And a sound came back. Knock,
oh my
knock,
gosh.
knock. So then they looked at each other, you know, and they go, knock, knock, twice. And it knocked back twice. The other ghost that was a problem was a man, a tall, handsome man with a beard. He didn't bother Mags at all, because Mags is a beautiful blonde woman. He didn't mind her being there. But the very first time that Roger came into this house, he felt a problem. There was an oppression over him. There was a sucking of the air right out of his face type thing. He felt somebody hovering over him. He felt somebody being angry. And he couldn't shake that feeling. And later, when they asked the psychics to come, the psychics were able to see his image, and they saw him hanging right over Roger, right in his face, and trying to make him leave. And that's actually what happened in the long run. The psychics also said that there's a 3rd ghost here, and nobody was really aware of it until they saw him, because this ghost did not communicate with the family. He's at the top of these stairs, which are very narrow stairs inside, and he just stands there with his arms crossed, and he's a portly man, very different from the other man. The other man, by the way, the one who was bothering Roger, may be Antoine Tex, T-A-I-X, who is a well-known person in this area. He is also the person who is engaged to marry Deanna, which is the ghost you will hear about at the cutting horse.
Upstairs, that's where we come into the ghost, the lady in white, Deanna. As the story goes, Deanna used to be the madam of the brothel. The gentleman that owned the building sold everything he had to buy her as his bride. On her wedding day, she is coming down the stairs. She falls and dies. But she's got a smile on her face now. You know why? Because she didn't want to get married.
The wind blew up from the Elkhorn Slough. The Crane House was the one that it sought. It tapped on the windows and sang in the shingles and had suspense when it was caught in the old olive tree, bent with sorrow and care. It whispered division and power. It weak fades away and strength comes again in a rustle of the midnight hour. It told of meeting in the shadow of night, the image of Sanchez of old. Down the sway back roof it gathers its might, holding close the secrets of gold. Then the murmur of wind blowing up from the swamp circled around the old house in its song. It played in the pickets and sang at the windows. It sang of ages I belong. Trudy Limerick, San Juan Bautista, 19.